All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you can see my screen, and I'm happy to be here. I have a little bit of cold, so I hope you can excuse me for that. I'm going to spend a little bit of your time to talk about TinyMCE. So, what's TinyMCE? So, if you've been around for a while, you probably know about TinyMCE. I'm going to go out on a limb and claim that most people at some point in their life have typed something into a TinyMCE rich text editor. So TinyMCE was the default editor in WordPress for many years. And as you can see here, every Shopify shop owner typed their product descriptions into a TinyMCE editor. It's used by individuals in their passion projects to Fortune 500 companies in their business critical processes. It's open source and with premium features, and I'll talk about some of them later. I'm Fredrik Danielsson, Product Manager at Tiny, also known as Herder of Cats. I live in the far northern Sweden, just below the Arctic Circle, also where TinyMCE was founded over 20 years ago. I'm an avid remote worker, and I work along a large group of super talented colleagues located all around the world. So let's move on. And Vue and TinyMCE, of course, play along very nicely. We have integration for both Vue version 2 and 3. And you simply use your package manager of choice to add it to your project. Uses all the standard Vue data bindings and events, and it has some handy shortcut properties like configuring the toolbar buttons and so. Over the years, this has made TinyMCE incredibly feature-rich. It's battle-tested, it's enterprise-graded, whatever that means, really, but you probably get the point. It has all the standard features you expect, from formatting to styling, and I would like to take this opportunity to highlight some of the more advanced capabilities. So, having the web be accessible is, to everyone, that's very dear to me. Not only is accessibility compliance a requirement in many countries already, especially when you deal with government and public bodies, I believe an accessible product is the better product. And we work really, really hard to make the TinyMCE editor itself accessible. And one of our popular premium plugins is the accessibility checker that ensures your organization's content authors create accessible content without having to know any of the technical details of the underlying HTML. And that's really critical in ensuring the compliance when you publish content online today. Another feature is the advanced table plugin. It allows you to quickly manipulate a table, for example, sorting it. This would have been quite a tedious task without this plugin. Another really powerful feature that we introduced last year is the ability to define multiple editable areas inside one TinyMCE editor instance. So this is very handy when you deal with, for example, email-oriented use cases, where you can load the whole email into TinyMCE and define what's editable and what's not. So you can make the email header and footer untouchable by the end user. And it's just a much better WYSIWYG experience, if you ask me. And it also goes very well along with our inline CSS plugin for all your email needs. And of course, we're on top of the AI bandwagon. Who's not? Our AI Assistant plugin, it provides you with a first-party user experience And we have some ready-made prompt optimizations for you to deal with the HTML formatted content. It can add pre-made shortcuts, but end users can of course also just type and ask the AI anything you want, really. You can integrate it with any LLM provider you like, but the most popular is obviously being OpenAI, or what we call ChatGPT. This, we believe, gives everyone the best balance between flexibility and saving time. So why pick TinyMCE for your project? It's been trusted by developers for 20 years, and we intend to hang around for another 20. This is an absolute eternity on web development timescales. And it is such a welcome peace of mind for a very complex and often important feature of your app. We scale with your business. All our ready-made features allow you to get to market faster, so you can focus your precious developer resources on the parts of the app that makes your app unique. So that was a very brief introduction to TinyMCE. I'm going to be a little reckless here and let anyone who wants to book a short meeting with me if you want to talk about TinyMCE. I won't offer support. I won't sell you stuff, but if you want to talk features, use cases, pain points, please feel free to reach out using these links. And you can find us over at tiny.cloud. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. We do have some questions for you as well. So, can TinyMCE help users overcome writer's block or generate creative content suggestions?
Absolutely. It's basically just a UI wrapper on top of OpenAI plugin or the LLM provider. So really, like what you can ask ChatGPT, you can ask inside TinyMCE as well. So I find it as a really useful thing to just, expand or something, or tweak as text, or just provide an alternate suggestion. So I actually use it myself from time to time.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Can you share some real world examples of how developers and content creators can leverage this in their projects?
So one thing that I found the AI is being really good at is you can manipulate certain contents, restructuring the whole documents. For example, with tables, you can just ask it to create a table containing certain features, ask it to add a column, add birth years to people, add Wikipedia links.
That's cool.
So it's really cool. It takes hours from research and stuff like that. So, and I think we're just seeing the surface of what you can do with AI inside uh, content creation tools.
And I think this is a great follow up question to that
Yeah,
of what about security concerns and data privacy? How does
yeah.
TinyMCE address it?
Uh, we're we're quite fortunate in that way that we're just a middle layer between your front end and the whatever large language model you use. So any concerns there is sort of towards the large language model that you provide and sort of the provider that you choose. So I guess in the future there will be much more private contentious uses that you can host on your own private clouds and train more privately on your data without sending it to third-party services and stuff like that. But right now, yeah, you just pick the LLM you choose and like and trust.
Interesting. This is really cool. I'm loving learning about this. Compared to like other AI powered editing tools or WYSIWYG editors with AI features, like how does TinyMCE MCE compare, or like what advantages does it have?
I I wouldn't say it's unique because everyone is kind of using the same underlying technology right now. But what helps you is it took a surprising a long time to develop the UI, to do the prompt engineering, to have the response come back as HTML, and be retained as, you keep the formatting that you sent in. If you just take a text with headings and bold and colors and stuff, and have that come back in the same structure and the same formatting and stuff, that was harder than we thought. So with TinyMCE, you kind of get all that for free because we did that work for you. So it's really first and foremost a time saver, that you don't have to worry about the UI, the accessibility of the UI, or dealing with that. You can focus on the parts that make your app unique, as I said in the presentation.
Thank you. What new possibilities or integrations do you envision with ChatGPT, TinyMC, with Vue in the future?
Wow. I think we just scratched the surface of what this will be in the future. Uh, Obviously, much more image generation things that you can just request AI generated images, put it straight into the editor, would help a lot for content creators to rapidly get content into their onto the websites. But it's also summary tools, talking about the content, asking like, what does this mean? Can you simplify this? And sort of not necessarily with the intention of inserting content, but more about like you have a discussion partner with the AI, and you can ask it questions and help you understand a complex topic or something, and suggest improvements and stuff like that. So I think that's mainly in the short term what we are looking at and where we see this going. But in the long term, I'm just as excited as everyone else.
Thank you. Okay, the next three questions, which are our final questions, they kind of lead into each other.
Mhm.
Um, so the first one is, does TinyMCE only generate text?
No, it's HTML underlying. So it's, one could say it's an HTML editor, and everything more or less what HTML can do with tables and images and video embeds and stuff, you can do with TinyMCE. So it's powerful in that way. Like you can do whole emails inside of TinyMCE with the new functionality that we have, and have everything be WYSIWYG inside of the editor, and have those content types. So it's very much more than just text.
All right. And can we copy and paste content from outside the editor?
Of course, just
Awesome.
copy paste away.
Yay. That's a great answer.
Yeah,
I've seen others that don't. So yay.
yeah,
Um, and last question, does TinyMCE consider accessibility? Is it compatible with screen readers?
yes, it is, and we
Hey.
work really hard to make it so. It's super hard to do. Everyone that's working with accessibility, and I would say also we consider accessibility UX. It's not just technically making, oh, you can tap through this or that thing just reads out. You have to consider the way you implement it, so you it's useful for visual people with visual impairments or similar things, that it has to be nice for everyone using our tools on that we use every day, and that includes TinyMCE.
Yay. Well, thank you so much, Fredrik, for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.